I'm like, I can't believe out of all the nerd shirts I have, I don't have anything Mortal Kombat related. Mortal Kombat Legends is the latest property coming out of WB Animation and is directed by Ethan Spalding and is based off the wildly popular Mortal Kombat series, which I actually haven't finished this game now that I think about it. I'm gonna have to get on that. And it tells the story of after the vicious slaughter of his family by the Stone Cold mercenary Sub-Zero, Hanzo Hasashi is exiled to the torturous Netherrealm. There, in exchange for his servitude to the sinister Quan Chi, he is given the chance to avenge his family and is resurrected as Scorpion, a lost soul bent on revenge. Back on Earthrealm, Lord Raiden gathers an elite team of warriors: Shaolin monk Liu Kang, Special Forces officer Sonya Blade, and action star Johnny Cage, an unlikely band of heroes with one chance to save humanity. To do this, they must defeat Shang Tsung's horde of outworld gladiators and reign over the Mortal Kombat tournament. And like I mentioned, this animated film is based off the Mortal Kombat video games, and if you know anything about the Mortal Kombat video games, they are brutally violent. That was part of the point of the franchise in the first place. It was one of the first video games of its kind where you had characters breaking bones, literally ripping somebody's head off, punching people in the balls, lighting people on fire to the point that there's nothing left but a skeleton. And all of that and more is part of the Mortal Kombat DNA. And the thing that I love about this animated movie is it takes all of that and incorporates it into the storyline. This is a rated R animated movie, and I mentioned this plenty of times before. The things I love in my franchises are blood, sex, gore, and magic, and this thing has it in spades. Well, minus the sex part, but just like Mortal Kombat games, this movie is bloody, this movie is gory, and there's action abound, and I really enjoyed this movie, and I had a lot of fun watching it. The thing about the Mortal Kombat franchise is, even though it's mostly known as a fighting game, Mortal Kombat is steeped in a lot of lore and magic and a vast storyline, and all of that was incorporated into this movie. Now, with that said, if you don't really know that much about the Mortal Kombat franchise, I don't know if you would appreciate this movie as much. I still think you could go into it and enjoy it, but if you are steeped in the Mortal Kombat lore, you would definitely enjoy this movie. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a Mortal Kombat connoisseur to the point that I know absolutely everything there is to know about the Mortal Kombat world, but I know enough that I was able to follow along. And in many ways, even if you are steeped in the lore, there are certain things that you learn or you get to witness in this movie that they never really showed you in the video games, that they only touch upon, like more backstory for Scorpion. And going into that, like, this movie is called Scorpion's Revenge, and so for the most part, Scorpion is the character that you are following for this entire movie. And in many ways, the character of Scorpion is like the Batman of the Mortal Kombat universe. Even though he's not the most powerful of the Mortal Kombat characters, he's one of the most popular. I mean, he's even on the cover of the video game. And this movie is an hour and 20 minutes, and from the beginning, it's all action, 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 action. That's not to say there's no story in the movie. All of the story is told through the action. And that's the thing about the Mortal Kombat franchise. The story is the fighting. And the action in this movie is great. And the thing that this movie did that made me smile is they had a lot of callbacks to the video games. They had fatalities. They had characters say things that they say in the video games, like Scorpion's "Get over here!" I appreciated how much love for the video game franchise they incorporated into this movie. With that said though, I do feel like the story was a little bit disjointed, because the fact that they called this movie Scorpion's Revenge, and yes, Scorpion was in this movie a lot, and you did get to follow his storyline to a certain extent, but also at the same time, just like I mentioned in my description for the movie itself, there was also a lot of focus on Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage, and I felt like they were trying to tell too many storylines all at once. Like, overall, like, this was supposed to be a Scorpion movie, but it did kind of feel like a Mortal Kombat story all overall. And once you get to like the second and third act of the movie, he kind of took a back seat, and this was supposed to be his movie. And I felt like they were just juggling with way too many storylines, and certain storylines didn't get as much fulfillment because they were trying to juggle too many storylines at once. And so with that, there were certain characters that they introduced that you are aware of if you know the greater Mortal Kombat mythology and universe, that didn't really get that much of a focus, and you kind of feel like they should have, considering the impact that they do have on the Mortal Kombat franchise. And so that was a little disappointing, but overall, I enjoyed the movie. Hopefully hopefully would like to see them do a sequel to this movie franchise. And not only just that, I feel like this movie shows you that there just needs to be an ongoing animated Mortal Kombat series going forward. Kind of like the HBO animated Spawn series that came out in the 90s. There needs to be that for Mortal Kombat. And I really hope the live action Mortal Kombat movie with Louis Tan and Ludi Lin does the franchise justice as much as this animated movie did. But yeah, overall, I would say Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge was a minor hit. But have you guys seen Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge? Are you a fan of the Mortal Kombat franchise overall? Are you excited for the upcoming movie whenever that's supposed to come out? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you can't hit that thumbs up button and like this video to really help out the channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please subscribe for more and hit that bell notification button so you're alerted every single time I post a new video. And tell your friends, families, and neighbors about my channel to help me continue to grow. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time.